Hey, what's up guys? MLT Tricks here, and in today's video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you guys this really cool no setup prediction style card trick. And this trick is perfect if there is a deck of cards lying around somewhere and you want to impress someone with a really cool card trick. And if you are new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more card and magic trick videos like this. And also guys, we are coming up on 30,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, I will be announcing an Amazon gift card giveaway that will be taking place on the channel. So once again, if you are new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And anyways, let's get right into this performance. Okay, so since this is a no setup card trick, I would start off by having my spectator shuffle up the cards as much as they want to until they are satisfied. So once my spectator is done shuffling up the cards, I'm going to need them to make a selection. So they can truly choose any card they want to from the deck. So let's say my spectator chooses this card right here. And for this trick, it's really important that I don't look at the card. So I'm just going to be showing you guys the card right there. That is going to be your selection, and I'm just going to get it lost somewhere into the middle of the deck, just like this. And I'll even give the cards, let's say, some overhand shuffles as well. So at this point, with your card completely lost into the deck somewhere, I'm going to need my spectator to cut the cards in half anywhere they want to. So let's say my spectator cuts the cards right about here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pile, I'm going to turn all the cards face up, and I'm going to take this pile and keep them face down. And I'm simply going to shuffle these two piles together in order to make a big mess out of the deck. So once again here, I'm going to take the face up pile and then just shuffle them into this face down pile just like so, making a huge mess out of the deck. So I'm just going to shuffle the two piles together, and from here I could have my spectator cut the cards even more just to make the deck even more messed up, just like this. So once my spectator is done cutting the cards, I'm going to just take them and spread them out just like this, because I'm going to try and find your card. So keep in mind here, I don't know what your card is, and I certainly don't know where it is in this big mess, but all I need to do here is just look through the deck, and I'm going to try and locate one card. And right here, I actually think this card right here should be your selection, the 9 of clubs. So that is the card trick. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that card trick, and credit to Schwarzenegger Magic for this effect. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be splitting it up into two parts, because I'm first going to be explaining the exact method that I did in the performance, where you shuffle face up cards into face down cards, and then you locate your spectator selection. And then right after that, I'm going to be teaching you guys a way that you can do this trick that does not involve shuffling, face up cards into face down cards, but it does have a very similar effect. And you guys can obviously choose either one of the methods you want to when you perform this trick yourselves. But first, here is how you guys are going to be able to do the trick that I did in the performance. So since this is an impromptu card trick, you can start off by having your spectator shuffle up the cards as much as they want to until they are satisfied. So that's a really good thing about this trick. If there's just a deck of cards lying around somewhere, you can just use that deck because there is absolutely no setup. So from here, you're going to need your spectator to make a selection. They can choose any card they want to from the deck. It is in fact a free selection, and since this trick does rely on a prediction, it's very important that you do not see the card, and it is important that your spectator just looks at it. But for the tutorial, we'll go ahead and turn it over. So in this case, we have the 10 of clubs, and what you have to do here is just control their card to the top. You guys can use any method you want to, and what I did in the performance was pretty simple. So I broke open about half the pack, I took their card. Once again, do not look at it. You're just going to place it in. You're going to push it in with your thumb. You're going to push down on it so you can get a thumb break just like this. You're going to want to get this natural thumb break. Then you're going to take half the cards from the bottom of the thumb break, bring them to the top, and then you're going to take the rest of the cards from the break, bring those to the top. And what you've done there is you've just controlled their card to the top. And another way you guys can do this is you break open about half the pack, just like this. You take their card, you place it in. You come over with your thumb, you do the same thing. You get this natural thumb break, then you transfer this to a pinky break, just like this. This is a little bit different here, and then all you need to do is take half the cards from the top of the break. You're going to set those down. You're going to take the rest of the cards from the break. You're going to set those down. You're going to take the rest of the pack. You're going to go ahead and place that down. And what you've done there is you've just controlled their card to the top. You guys can use any method you want to once again. And in the performance, just to make it more convincing that I was losing their card into the pack, I did some overhand shuffles. I first brought the card to the bottom, just like that. Then I brought it right back to the top. That's really convincing, guys. I would definitely suggest you do that. So you bring the card right back to the top, and you've just kept it at the top of the deck. So once your spectator is convinced that their selection is lost into the deck, but in reality you have it on top, you're going to have them cut the cards in half anywhere they want to. Try to make them do it as close as possible to half the deck, because you are going to be shuffling the two halves together, and it makes it easier if they are roughly equal piles. So let's say your spectator cuts the cards right here. And all you need to do here is keep track of which pile has their selection. So obviously it's pretty easy because if they cut the cards over here, you're going to know their selection is on this pile. So what you need to do here is take the pile that does not have their selection. You're going to turn these cards face up. And just for a better visual effect, I kind of like to spread out the cards just like this. So you show your spectator that you are in fact shuffling face up cards into face down cards. So once again, their selection is going to be right here. It's going to be at the top of the face down pile, and all you need to do here is keep watch of what card is at the top of this face up pile. In this case, the 3 of hearts. This is going to be what is called your indicator card. So all you need to do is keep in mind the 3 of hearts or whatever card is at the top of this face up pile. So you're going to explain to your spectator you're going to be shuffling face up cards into face down cards, just like this, and you are going to shuffle the cards, but you're going to do a riffle shuffle, and all you need to do here, I'll show you guys, so you're just going to go through your riffle shuffle. Once you get to the top of the deck here, you're going to need to kind of slow down a little bit, because all you need to do is get this indicator card directly on top of their selection. So you're going to finish your riffle shuffle, you're going to place their selection down, the 10 of clubs, and then directly on top of it is going to be that indicator card, just like that. So that's all you need to do while you guys are shuffling the packs together. All you need to do, once again, the indicator card needs to be directly on top of their selection. That's all that needs to happen here while you guys do the riffle shuffle, and then you're going to go ahead and just finish the shuffle. You can do the bridge or just simply push in the cards. Make sure your spectator knows that you are, in fact, shuffling the deck. So just like that. So what you have here is the indicator card, the 3 of hearts, and then right below it is going to be their selection. Now at this point, you can have your spectator cut the cards as many times as they want to, because when they cut the cards, these 2 cards, the indicator card and their selection, are still going to be paired together. That's the cool thing about cutting cards. You're really not screwing up the order, you're simply changing the position of the cards. So they can cut the cards as many times as they want to, because once again, the indicator card, the 3 of hearts, is staying right next to their selection, the 10 of clubs. So once your spectator is done cutting the cards, make sure they just do it in half like this, because if they start cutting cards like that, that will not work. So once your spectator is done cutting the cards, you are going to spread them out like this, and you're going to show your spectator that you do in fact have a big mess out of the deck. And what you're going to need to do here is explain to them that you're going to try and locate their card out of this big mess. And all you need to do is just look for the indicator card, the 3 of hearts. So you're going to go through, your spectator sees this is obviously a big mess, and all you need to do is, once again here, locate the indicator card, and the card, the face down card directly to the left of it is going to be their selection, just like that. So that's all you need to do here. Once again, you spread out the cards. Directly to the left of the indicator card is going to be their selection. But if you guys spread out the cards with your left hand, you're just going to need to adjust a little bit, because you will see here, once we locate the indicator card, the 3 of hearts, it's going to be the face down card directly to the right of it. So if you are right or left-handed, make sure you are aware of that. So that is how I did the trick in the performance. And if you guys obviously don't like making a big mess out of the deck, because it's kind of hard to move into a trick directly after this, I'm going to be explaining a method you can do this. It's a really similar effect with a deck that is just normal like this, and you don't need to spread you don't need to shuffle face up cards into face down cards. So it's a really similar effect. What you're going to do here, it's impromptu. You can just have your spectator shuffle up the cards as much as they want to until they are satisfied. And what you're going to do here is you're going to have them choose a card. They can choose any card, and it's really important that you do not look at it, because this is a prediction card trick. So once your spectator is looking at their card, in this case we have the King of Clubs, all you need to do is you're going to break open about half the pack, and you're going to tell them to go ahead and place their selection into the middle of the deck. All you need to do here is take a peek at what this card is. This is going to be your indicator card. So in this case, we have the 7 of hearts. Once again here, you're just going to break open about half the pack. It really does not matter. You're going to look at the card. In this case, we have the Ace of Clubs. This is going to be your indicator card. Take a really casual look at it. Make it really, discreet. Make sure your spectator does not notice what you're doing. They're going to place their card in. You're going to place the packet that has the indicator card directly on top of it. And from here, your spectator can cut the cards as many times as they want to. Make sure they're not doing it like this. Just make sure they're cutting it in half. And you're going to explain to them that there's no way that you know what their card is, because you obviously did not look at it. So they can, once they're done cutting the cards, you're going to take all the cards, you're going to turn them face up, And all you're doing here is you're just looking for the indicator card. In this case, it is the ace of clubs, and the face-up card directly to the right of it will be their selection every single time. And make sure you guys adjust accordingly if you spread out the deck with your left hand. And this method right here is a trick that you guys can do over and over, and your spectator really will have absolutely no idea how you do it. So that is going to conclude this tutorial. You guys can obviously choose either one of the methods you want to when you go out and perform this trick yourselves. Both of them have very powerful effects on your spectator. But that is going to do it for this video. If you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because once we hit 30,000 subscribers, I will be announcing an Amazon gift card giveaway that will be taking place on my channel. And if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.